Lovely day everyone! Welcome to the Group 2 podcast-based lesson. I am Nicole Adrian, your podcaster for today from Bachelor of Elementary Education, second year student. Before I start, I hope y'all having a great day and thank you so much for clicking on the podcast. And to show how thankful I am, I'll make sure that you will learn something from today's episode. Now, shall we start? Okay, great! You may now get your self-learning module and other materials needed. Let's begin! You can see the different types of plants everywhere. They differ in size, shape, color, and even in their mode of reproduction. Reproduction is important for the survival of all living things. Without a mechanism, their life would end. Plants play an important role in the ecosystem. All organisms will not survive and will die without the food that plants produce. Like animals, plants need to continuously reproduce themselves. Some reproduce through their seeds, while some utilize others' means. For today's discussion, you should be able to describe the reproductive parts of plants and their function. For today's discussion, you should be able to describe the reproductive parts of plants and their functions. During your elementary years, I'm sure you've already encountered this topic we have tackling right now. It won't be difficult for you to come up with it since you already have a background knowledge. So are you ready for more discoveries regarding the mentioned topic? For reference, go to page 2 then you may begin. How did it go? Now, let's see if you do understand what you have read. Let's check and turn your self-learning module to page 3 then refer to the answer key if it suits. Whatever score you get, do not feel bad. Just focus and strive hard, yet much better if you'll get a high score. Good luck for the next lesson. Remember you are good and you all did a great job. Now, let's jump off to the parts of the flower and their functions. First, what are the parts of the flower? Okay, those are stamen. Stamen is the male part of a flower. It consists of the filament and the anther. The filament holds the anther in the position tall enough to release the pollen. The anther consists of two lobes that contains pollen sacs. Pollen sacs have pollen grains that are released by the anther when they mature. Second is the sepal. Sepal is the modified leaves which enclose and protect the other parts of a flower when it is still a bud. When the flower blooms, the sepal supports the bottom of the flower. A group of sepals is called calyx. Third is petals. Petals is the most obvious part of a flower. Most petals are bright colored to attract insects for pollination. A group of petals called corolla. Fourth is pistil. Pistil is the female part of a flower. It consists of the stigma, style, and the ovary. The style is a stalk that connects the stigma to the ovary. It is tall enough to trap pollen grains. The stigma is a swollen structure at the end of the style. It receives the pollen grains. The mature stigma secretes a fluid that stimulates the pollen grains to germinate. The ovary is the enlarged, rounded, lower part of the pistil of a flower in which seeds are formed. I guess that would be all for today. Thank you guys for your time. Once again, this is Nicole Adrian, your student podcaster for today.